Thank you so much, Erin. Thank you to everyone at Broken Sleep and also to the other poets reading tonight. It's just such a pleasure to be here. And one of the things about this book, when it first came through, is the feel of it. That's what you can't see on the screen, but the feel of it is extraordinary. I don't quite know what the cover is, but it's got a very unusual, sexy feel to it. So as Erin said, I'm going to be reading both mine and Penny's poems. We wrote these in the white heat of the pandemic. And really it's a testimony to friendship and holding a thread through the strangest, weirdest, craziest times. Penny's poems are the even numbers and mine are the odd numbers. 10. 2020's whips are old and new. They're whipping the world out of shape. The whip struck round Parliament. The whip cracks over the chief medical officer's head. Whips snake over the choking crowd. The whips handle themselves with aplomb. Never take a knee. Believe history is on their side. Whip up fake news. Mock the gentle whip of the soul. The deathly whip hand stomps down neck after neck after. No hill without gravestones, no valley without a shadow. What shall we do, brethren? They say to dream of a whip signifies unhappiness, ill-omened friendships. 11. A cough, a sweat, a loss of taste. The virus arrives. The ill-omened friend takes up intimate residence and sets a table with forks and knives. To be its host, its Airbnb or luxury hotel is a destiny we've tried to avoid. Before long, it has trashed lungs, overstayed its welcome, thrown wild parties and wrecked the human tenement. Eviction is complicated. There have been failures, funerals, fuckwit political incompetence, fastidious hand-washing. Terrible guest, we dream of outwitting you. 12. Fuck hand-washing. Fuck the sanitizer. Fuck the mask. Fuck the gloves. Oh, excuse me, the fucking disposable gloves. Fuck lockdown blues. Fuck the fucking four walls closing in for fuck's sake. Fuck the supermarket queue. Fuck the medical officers. Fuck the cabinet, the parliament, our dozy crime minister. Fuck washing the groceries in soapy water. Fuck my outdoor shoes. Fuck my indoor shoes. Fuck my indoor clothes, my fucking outdoor garments. Fuck the Tories and fuck the fuck out of their fucking family trees for 10 generations past and for 10 generations to come. In short, and let me make this perfectly clear, fuck. "13. Indigenous spiders. 3 perfectly clear suns and a black leather slipper. Tuck the sheets around the bed, dim glow of electric. A body surfaces from chemical sleep. What to keep from the other world, what to drag into committees, albums, warming ovens. A good loaf of bread, cheese, Peter Gizzi's Natural History of Tears. Who knows what crows think, or buzzards, or ants. Roadkill reduced to 0 for a few shimmering weeks. Empty car parks breathed. CCTV caught dragonflies shagging, while waterfalls poured their hearts over rocks and followed moon-slicked roads to the sea. They were from the first crown of sonnets, and the next 4 poems I'm going to read are from the second crown of sonnets. There are 14 sonnets in each crown, and then one at the end that takes a bit from each of the 14. And I hope you can hear how we were bouncing off of each other and taking lines or words from each other's poems to create this thread, this kind of wheel of energy between us. 1. Did that just happen? Did a mason bee lay eggs in the hollow metal tube in a chair on a balcony and stuff it with moss? Did a government of the 21st century sanction driving 60 miles to a castle and back as a way for their favorite advisor to test if his eyes were working? Did the sky strip itself of clouds for 3 whole weeks? Did I dance in the odd down park and ride in a red dress? Did I walk in the middle of the road on white lines and live to tell the tale? Who is this haunting the topsy-turvy screen? Some days I craved an ice cream. Some days I zoomed around the world. Some days I knelt on the kitchen floor and wept with the people in the radio as they buried their dead. 2. People are burying their dead as the world zooms and the pubs open. The world wobbles and the shops open and the cafes and the schools and the betting shops, but people are burying their dead. The lockdown sails back with its skull and crossbones flying, but the pubs are open and the distances are shrinking. And people are burying their dead, and no one is wearing the raven crown, and no one is counting the dead, and people are at the graveside, but the pubs are open and the summer beaches are spiking. And the car parks are no longer for dancing in, and all the people are burying their dead. Ten. Here you are on your hot little planet. The world's finest gardening gloves are planting oaks and sycamores, pines and chestnut trees. The gloves are made of deerskin, but let's not judge. Even deer sometimes die of old age. The gloves and the saplings are in a race against time. Having feasted on the fall nectars, monarch butterflies head north on their 4-generation flight, California, Florida, or Mexico bound. They will roost in cloudy mountains or winter, or in other areas that are privately owned. Earlier migrants are more robust, have redder, larger, longer wings than those at the tail end of the migration. They do not disdain Cuba. Migrating reindeer can travel 35 miles a day. They disdain car parks. You are here. There's nowhere else to go. No pause button, no Starship arc. Take care. 11. No Starship arc, no plan B. No hopping on a butterfly's back and heading south across the sea. No other planet waiting, no ladder long enough to reach a star, no car capable of driving to Mars, no plan C or D, no undoing what's been done or tucking into vodka and pizza to aid forgetting, no oxygen except from trees, no earth to stand on if the rocks melt with the sun. Dear dead dear, can you say something from the other side? No answer. No telephone to speak with the dead. Ouija, mystic, third eye, big toe, little toe, mountain, scree. Yes, nowhere else to go. And then the final poem in the pamphlet. Pray, the sound of mountains, mountains of the moon. Scree, yes, nowhere. Take care. A final migration and colors, straits, a tree. The complex mother says, all the people are burying their dead.